All right, and we are back for another episode of ReZero. And it has been, I want to say at this point, it's been a week since I checked out the last episode. Um, Things just kind of like, started piling up, one thing right after the other. And so I haven't really had a chance to, sit down and record until today. So we're just going to try to knock out a couple of series today. Just because, okay, so last episode very, very divisive episode. So I guess there's been a couple of episodes of ReZero that I would consider like the divisive episodes, right? There was the episode where Emilia reproached him for his behavior after the night meeting and all that. And then sorry, I just noticed I'm not center frame, my OCD here. Um there was when Subaru and Rem had that conversation. Um, there was last episode just because it seems like it's the episodes where it purely focuses on Subaru's character that people have like differing opinions on, that people are like more passionate about like how they feel about him or the series in general. And one of the things that I like, so one of the things that I just didn't like, so I was pretty disappointed with last episode, not because like I thought it ruined Subaru's character, but because it kind of proved that like, in because me throughout the series, I've sort of solidified my opinion of Subaru where like I kind of think he's like a shit person, not an evil person, not a villain or anything like that. He's just kind of just like he's a very toxic person. He has like all these toxic traits, behaviors, like all these things about him. And I was just the entire time I was watching him, I was waiting to see his backstory to see like why he turned out this way. Is it understandable that he turned out this way and all that kind of stuff? And last episode just kind of I'm just like I'm a little confused, honestly. Like, how did he end up like this? Like, how? He was not bullied at school. He had parents who supported every little thing that he did, like his goods. They supported him through all his good times, all his bad times, full 100% support, love, all that understanding. And I'm just like, okay. And then they weren't poor, they weren't anything. It was just like it was just Subaru kind of like placing these expectations on himself, but they weren't even really like expectations. We saw him kind of just like be, oh, I was always worried about being funny in the eyes of like my classmates, and I felt like my last joke had to be greater. My next joke had to be greater than my last one, all this kind of stuff, and it kind of just like added up. And I can understand like comparison being um a reason for depression, right? But the way that Subaru's kind of happened, it just I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It just didn't really seem like he had or was depressed. Like, I know in throughout the episode, throughout the series in general, it's sprinkled in, that like that it's kind how should I say it? There's like mm, not even like trigger words. There's like these terms that people kind of like sprinkle in or like just like sentences that people sprinkle in when they want to make their character seem depressed. And one of the things that ReZero has done is it's like, oh, Subaru never left the house, or like, or like it even like in the first episode we saw him have the bags and all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, okay, so you're telling us this, but we're not actually seeing it, right? Like, so it said Subaru never left the house, but throughout the series, we've seen him, like he's like, oh, I exercise regularly, so he was always going around, and like we saw him go out comfortably with his dad right here in his memories. He's like going out everywhere, and so it just like and last episode they pointed out, "Oh, so you didn't go to school today." Kinda like it was just something that had just started, like a habit that had just begun, right? So even then, like, just like the minute details kinda tell us they contradict the the message, right? That like, oh, I was so depressed and never left my room. But we're actually seeing you be very social and actually going out all the time. So it's kind of just like a miss, in my opinion. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't behave like someone who's depressed. He, sure, he had the eyes. Sure, we got like an info dump of 30 seconds of him saying, like, oh, yeah, I was depressed. These are the things I'm feeling. But we don't we don't actually see him feel those things. He just tells us, or like he's telling someone, he's telling his parent, right? And so that's why, like, I just, yes, I get that he's depressed because the author tells us he's depressed. So we now have to treat him as a depressed character. But I just feel like the author didn't really do enough research into depression, and he kind of just like sprinkled in stuff that's typical of characters who are depressed in media. And so that's why, like, Subaru doesn't really act depressed. He kind of just acts like an insecure kid, which is totally valid. Like, he's a teenager, right? So he's totally allowed to have everyone is allowed to have insecurities, right? But it's just, that's kind of why I don't really excuse his behavior at all. His like lashing out at others, his manipulation of others, his toxic personality. It's not, to me, like, it's no longer excused by depression. Like, he's just kind of just like a shit person. He's like a spoiled kid, is what like my final judgment of him was. He's a spoiled kid who realized that he's not the best, and he just couldn't take it. And so he started like kind of just like trying to get attention from everyone by masquerading as a depressed person. And it's just, you know, that happens like all the time, right? You see it on like social media all the time, where people just, they want to be deep, they want to be edgy, they want to be depressed, they want like all the clout and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not saying that Subaru isn't still a good character. I'm just saying either he's not actually in this universe, he's it's really hard to explain, but either the author failed at writing a depressed character, or the author very much succeeded in tricking people into believing that Subaru is depressed, but Subaru himself knows that he's not depressed. He's just trying to get attention, right? Both are good things, in their own way. But as for me, like, I'm just gonna say, like, he doesn't seem like a depressed person to me. Like, sure, he's gone through like hella shit, so maybe now, he's slowly becoming depressed. But the way that we saw him in the first episode, leaving the real world, I was expecting a much more evocative, I guess, backstory on him. But I mean, hey, we don't know if that's the last of his memories. He's still in this trial. I don't know. Maybe this episode will get even more of his backstory. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Who knows? All right, so without further ado, let's continue season 2 of ReZero. All right, so this is episode 30, A Step Forward. I hella forgot we left off here, actually. I forgot Echidna was at his school. So hey, maybe we will spend more time in Subaru's memories. One thing before we continue this episode, I just want to clarify my opening. I don't mean to say that like every depressed person acts the same way, or like if they don't act this way, they don't deserve sympathy or anything like that. That's not what I was trying to say. It's just like, again, like, I don't really think Subaru's depressed. That's kind of just like the basis of it. Like, I'm sure he's going through stuff. Like, I'm not saying he's not sad. Obviously, I'm not saying he's not struggling, but a lot of people are telling me that he's like clinically depressed, and I don't know, he just kind of doesn't act that way to me. Wait, what? Oh shit! Wait, what? Wait! Oh my god! Okay, wait. Did he just imagine? Is she telling us that he just imagined his parents being supportive when they found out about him skipping school? Okay, I kind of alluded to that possibility at the end of last video, where like he could be lying to us, or he could be lying to his parents. Oh, that would be such, or my village or anything like that. So it seems that a part of her does remember her parents, and I don't know, maybe something happened where she blocked out that memory. Maybe she had a totally different personality before she blocked out that memory, or she got like, I don't know, her magic erased her memory or something like that, you know? Blonde Subaru. Yeah. Again, it's been like a week since I seen this, and oh man, I'm just trying to get like reacquainted with the characters here. So there's Otto, there's blonde Subaru.
その気絶した方々を結界の影響を受けない全員で担いで運び出せばいかがです？なるほど。その方法ならみんな外に。愉快な提案じゃが、やめた方が無難じゃよ。
Oh, that's the other half elf that Subaru saw when he first entered the forest. Yeah, there you go. Damn, she changed.
君はあの時の。だだちゃ。お茶じゃねえよ。熱いよ。方が焼けるよ。何事かと思ったわ。大げさね。男のくせにみっともない。
Ram might have just saved his life by burning him with that tea. And she also might have saved this series for me because I hope Subaru does not get another lolly in his harem. Like, come on. He shouldn't even have one lolly, but he has like 3 if this girl joins the ranks. I'm still hoping Beatrice isn't part of this because she's like my favorite character, so I really hope she's not part of it. Young Sue. Isn't that a Korean name? Failed the trial, or did they both pass the first part of the trial and they're both eligible for the next part or something like that? Because Roswell Ald, he looked fucked up, right? But these two look like perfectly fine. There's that needless what's the anime term again? Tsundere? Like, dude, I don't like when they give Emilia those tsundere moments, bro. Like, oh, it's I didn't mean it like that. Come on. Like, sure, she's not like the violent tsundere, but I mean, it's just like, dude, just give her like, just make her interesting. Just give her some kind of personality that's not blank slate, selfless forever, you know? Why? Oh. So there's a divide between them all.
聖域の解放を望まないって。保守派にとって外との交流は最低限である今が理想なの。それをあえて壊そうなんて迷惑以外の何者でもないということよ。
Oh, that's cool. It's like some allegory of the cave shit, right? Where like some of them are like, hey, I know it sucks here, but it's way worse out there. And then some of them are like, no, it sucks here and it's better out there. But none of them have like a clear idea of what's going on out there because they've probably been here for a long, long time. So it could be one of those things where if they escape, they're gonna regret it, and then they wish they went back and they could go back into their cave. Oh, I love those kind of I love those series that use that metaphor, dude. It's like, be careful what you wish for, man. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. And actually, that kind of harkens back to like Subaru's experience so far, where he thought like being isekai would be like the most amazing thing ever. And he was like so like full of hope, and now he's like, I'm dying like all the time, and I'm not OP, I'm not goated like I thought I'd be. Yeah, nice little not exactly contrast, but like not foil either. It's just juxtaposition. Nice juxtaposition is what I'm
オ
trying
ス
to
として
say
も
there.
強くて優秀なメスに惹かれんなおかしな話じゃねえ。今度こそうまくいってほしいよな。モロロクのうたた寝は一昼夜続く。じゃシャレになんねえしよ。
お前はさ、聖域の外に出たら何がしたいんだ？
いきなりだな。おい、外に出てしてえことだ。生きて
Old
るのに
hag.
好きなように行けるやつに、俺様や
Oh,
ババアたちの気持
that's
ち
how
は
he
わかんねえ
calls
や。
Frederica
フレデリカは
old
どうな
hag.
んだ？
ああ、
聖域のこと。
No,
フレデリカ
no,
は
she
どう
didn't.
思ってんだ？
てめえは何も
She was
聞かされ
literally
ちゃ
a
いねえ
plot
のか。
device.
詳しい話はできない。
She showed up for like 5 minutes, like, oh, hey, I've always been here. Here's the key to where you want to go.
制約制約か。
Peace. That's literally like, come on,
飼
dude.
い主そっくりじゃねえか。
お前もフレデリ
That's the
カとあんまり
definition of
仲
a
良く
plot
ないのか？
device.
仲の良し悪しって質問ならよくねえよ。
Oh, is that
そんな
Echidna?
ことよりてめえ、昨日某所でし。
Oh, no, it's Emilia. Why did it sound like she was fake crying?
エミリア
I thought it was like a echidna like fucking with them.
そうかい。それは
And
残
I
念
like,
だったね。
okay,
だ
I'm
が、
sorry
試
about
練
like
の
all the
挑戦権は
cursing.
消えないと確認で
It's
き
just
ただけ
that's
でも
kind of like
収
how I
穫だ。
talk. Like I just kind of like curse a lot, and
わざわざエミリア抜きで
I
こ
don't
れ
know.
何の
I'm
話
just
だ
getting a
よ。
lot more
ちょっ
comfortable
とした悪巧み
like
さ。
with these videos. So
そこに信用に
probably
か
a
ける
lot
相手を
more
同席
of
させ
my
ること。私の懐は甘く
mannerisms
ないからね。
and speech patterns are gonna come out. So I hope you guys aren't offended. I'm not like
落ち着きたま
when
え
I say these
す
curse
悪
words, I'm not
く。
like trying to insult the
君に
series.
は
That's
これまで
that's just
同
how
様、
I
エミリア
talk.
様
That's
を
just
手
how
助けして支え
like
に
it
なっ
just
てもら
rolls
い
off the
たい。
tongue, you know?
そりゃ言われるまでもねえが。お前は何をするんだよ。
無論同じさ。エミリア様が王戦を勝ち抜けるよう全力で支援する。つまり、私たちは共犯者というわけだ。
それを言うなら協力者だろ。
それとも君は私に謝ってほしいのかな。
そうじゃないそうじゃないんだよ。俺が何もできないクズのままならお前はどうしてたんだよ。エミリアも村の人たちも誰も
We don't know that. We can't. Honestly, you're kind of losing my trust here, brother. You can say all you want to say at this point. I don't know if I can believe a word you're saying. A lot of stuff has happened because of your in your own words, your plan.
お前と別れた時俺は正真正銘のクズだった。そのクズが多少なりマシになれたのはその後のことがあったからだ。そしてその後のことは俺の中以外のどこにも残ってない。お前は俺の何を信じたんだよ。
今夜の話し合いはここまでのようだ
What?
ね。ちなみにこのことはエミリア様には
言えるわけがねえ。
そうして怒りに支配されながらも内心では現状が正しいと理解している。エミリア様の王戦のために
Okay.
私や村人と圧力を生むべきではないとね。
Okay, so now I'm Okay, so when in the episode where they were first teleported to Echidna's plane, like I made a point to say like Subaru is taking it upon himself to do this kind of stuff, and I still stand by that. He still did that. He still did that. But one of the comments told me that like, oh, it's because like Roswald doesn't trust Subaru doesn't trust Roswald, and Emilia doesn't trust Roswald, but nothing that I had seen thus far you know, back that up, validated that. Now I'm starting to see that. So it's one of those things where like, I know it's hard to do, but like a lot of viewers are using future knowledge to recontextualize what has happened or what's going on right now. Me, I'm just going off what I'm seeing here. And so now I'm seeing Subaru doesn't trust Roswald anymore. Whereas before this episode, I did not see that at all. So now I see where that comment's coming from. And that's just, I just want to like, I just want to reiterate that for all viewers. Like, I am watching this and reacting to this as this is going. Like, I could be wrong. I could be proven wrong in the future. I don't know future episodes. I just know what I'm seeing, right? I hope you guys can understand.
ロズワールは質問をしろと言っていたと。
質問？
詳しくはラムも知らない。ただ、それがベアトリス様
All
の目に
right,
入
so
れ
we're
ば
gonna get more
状況は
Beatrice.
変わる。ロズワール様の
Dang
想
it! I
像
just like, I hate when like series put that carrot on a stick. They say like something random. The door is the way. What do you mean the door is the way? You will know in time. They're like, oh, it's just like, what? Come on. Ask her the question. What's the question? You will know in time. Oh, dude, I hate that, man. Oh, it's such a lowbrow way of like keeping intrigue, but hey, it could be effective if it actually pays off.
それより三下てめえ同所で試練を受けただろう
Damn, alright. Blonde Subaru and regular Subaru are gonna work together on something. Let's see how this goes. Okay, and I have to say, like, do they have the same voice actor, or did they hire a different voice actor and just made him copy Subaru's voice actor's inflections? Because they sound exactly the same to me. It's like, if I were to close my eyes, it would be difficult for me to tell who's talking. You know?
期待すんのは自由だけどエミリア様は本当に過去を超えてえのか怖い怖いって泣いてるのが本音じゃねえのかよエミリアの本音
Oh fuck, I just noticed the camera moved again. Oh well. Hopefully I'm center screen. Apologies everybody. 持ってけこれってこっちの事情を放つつもりはねえよただてめえが戻ってこなきゃ俺様たちが困っちまういざとなりゃフレデリカに見せろ Okay, so he made it back home because he can, but he's not half beast. Okay, what's it gonna leave us on? I feel a cliffhanger happening. Something's gonna happen with someone. I hope it's not Beatrice. Please let it be Petra or Francesca. Just let Beatrice be okay. Come on, come on. Yeah, why are all the doors open? I've never seen all the doors open. Oh shit, did someone hunt? Tell me someone did not hunt Beatrice by opening all the doors. Because that would be a surefire way of finding Beatrice. Open every single door. Oh crap, Beatrice, please be okay. Fuck Rem. Beatrice, be okay. No! Okay, what's going on? He lost his leg, I think. Yep. Whoa! Wait, can he return by death into the dimension? Okay, this is gonna be kind of interesting to see. Where is he gonna return by death? Whoa! Look who it is! Did she hunt Beatrice? No, she can't take Beatrice. Okay, and that was I think it was episode 30 of ReZero season 2, and wow, okay. It feels like we are starting a hard new arc of so yeah, I guess technically the arc started a while ago, but this episode kind of just like it gave that tone where everything is about to shift. We are about to start a new arc, and they're okay. Beatrice had better be okay. She had better be okay. Beatrice, I have not been shy about it. She is my favorite character of this series. She seems like the most genuine, the most organic, the deepest. She also seems like the strongest character that we've seen so far. I hope she's all right, man. She better be all right. I couldn't help but notice that all the doors are open. I really always pay attention to the doors when I'm watching mansion scenes, just because that's Beatrice's thing, right? Doors. And so, like, I can't help but notice that all the doors are open. They've never all been opened before. Like they've never all been open before. Um, dude, uh-uh. Either Elsa was in the middle of hunting Beatrice and then Subaru appeared. That that or nothing else. Because I know if Beatrice fought Elsa, GG's, game over. Beatrice is in a collapse. Elsa. I didn't have time to fix the camera. I kind of just like jumped right onto the reaction. Um, Last episode now hits a little bit different because now Echidna told us that the way Subaru's parents were behaving was how he wished they had behaved. So it could mean that they kind of behave that way, but Subaru, being like the selfish person that he is, he wished they would have been even more like supportive of him because he's like he has sort of an infantile personality where he just always wants to be praised. He always wants to be the center of attention, and that's fine. That's fine. We like there are plenty of people in the world who have that personality. Sadly, so I'm not saying that doesn't make him real. I'm not saying that doesn't make him interesting. I'm just saying he has a childish, infantile, very needy personality. Um, so it could be that his parents were supportive, but he wished they were even more supportive, or it could be, and this is where like it might get a little bit interesting, is that they were actually very not supportive, maybe even the opposite of supportive, maybe very grossly the opposite of supportive, and he just kind of in his imagination wished they were supportive, right? So they could have been like very abusive, but what we saw in episode, sorry, I'm seeing, I just really want to be at it's my OCD. What we're seeing is what we saw was how he wished his parents were in real life, and maybe that's why he was oppressed, maybe because his parents were abusive. I don't know, like, it kinda opens the door for a new possibility in the future, but yeah. Um, Emilia, I at this point, I'm done hoping, but they gave us another bit of hope on Emilia when she started, like, talking about her dad or, like, mumbling about her dad. It's been made clear in the past that, like, she doesn't really remember her parents, I if I'm remembering the OVA correctly, she doesn't remember her parents, she doesn't remember her village, she just knows that there's people like her somewhere, she just doesn't go there, but in this episode, because of her nightmare talk, we saw that she does have some kind of recollection. Now, it might have been erased by someone else's magic. It might have been erased by her own magic. She might have like blocked it out internally. She might, yeah, like repress memories of her parents. Um, but we know that it's somewhere there. We know that it's somewhere inside of her. Or, or this test, as they call it, could have planted fake memories of a fake dad, and then she was crying out to that fake dad, kind of like Subaru was crying out to his, according to Echidna, fake mom and fake dad. It's oh man. So this is what I'm saying. We're like, this is what I mean when I say it feels like we're hard starting at this point a brand new arc, and I'm really digging it. I'm digging the vibes, I'm digging the emotional stakes. There's no like end of the world thing going on. Um it's just it's just emotional stakes right now. It's hard emotional stakes, and that's right up my alley. Like you guys know that at this point. Like I don't care about the shonen power fantasy. Um if you guys noticed, I dropped Jujutsu Kaisen a long time ago, just because, like, it started off as an emotional stakes thing, in my opinion, and then it just kinda went straight, like, shonen power fantasy, and, like, that's cool for people who enjoy that. I'm just more interested in, like, character stories, which is why I've been watching ReZero all this time, even though people constantly tell me, "Hey, you're just a hater, drop it. Hey, just drop it, man. You don't understand it." Like, it's not that I don't understand it. It's just like we have differing opinions, or you guys have like future opinions of what's gonna happen, or like I'm just basing my thoughts. I'm speaking about it as we're going. maybe I'm wrong. Like maybe a future episode will be like, oh shit, I was dead wrong about this. Like now that we have this information, you guys are coming from the future. You guys are literally in like time traveling and then telling me I'm wrong, pretty much. But yeah, there's just like so much like, and then Ram telling us that she agreed to every one of Roswell All's conditions. So maybe she agreed to Rem dying. Maybe Ram doesn't actually like Rem. Maybe Ram resents Rem for her also losing her horn. That's something that's been like cooking in the back of my mind. Um, maybe Ram hates Rem. And this is just kind of just like, dude, oh man, this is why I keep watching, bro. It's just, yes, some episodes, some OVAs are like huge misses, you know, but this world is just so interesting, and I can't help but notice that my camera keeps moving and moving. So, we'll just end it here. I'm so excited for what's gonna happen next episode. Beatrice better be alive. I'm sure Subaru is gonna respawn. I don't know where he's gonna respawn. I don't know if he's gonna respawn into that alternate dimension. That would kind of give us more of an idea of the grasp of Return by Death. But yeah, all right, that will do it for this reaction. Please like and subscribe for more reactions. I also react to other anime series, movies, shows that I'm watching. If that's not a thing, I stream regularly on Twitch at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you need some background noise, we'll do chores, homework, or type how I don't know anything about ReZero. I'm very good at talking to myself. But if this is all you see me, my name's Adam. Thanks for checking out Jupiter Machine, and as always, steal credit cards, hurt your loved ones, plant some flowers. Until next time, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.